For our next short video segment, it's my pleasure to introduce Cameron Marlow, who is the head of the data science team at Facebook. And so the
Hi.
first question to you is, how did you first get into social network analysis?
I first got into social network analysis by taking a course with Keith Hampton at MIT on social network analysis. It was an introductory course in 2001. It was frankly, I think the best course of my life. I don't know if it was the subject matter or the teacher or both, but ever since then, I've been interested in study social networks. So that's where I got my start.
Cool. And so then you started applying it, but not immediately at Facebook.
Mm.
So what was the path there?
What was the path? So I've always been interested in social networks, but it's difficult to measure them. So one source of data has always been the web, and so I've always been interested in sort of extracting social networks from different social media and online communities. So I studied weblogs for my PhD thesis, and went on to Yahoo Research, where I studied communities such as Flickr and Delicious. But really, was attracted to come to Facebook because here the social norms of the site have produced a network which very closely resembles the real social network of humans. So a lot of the work that we do here, we can sort of extrapolate more general phenomena about how human social networks work.
Okay, so can you expand a little bit on that? What role does the social network play at Facebook, how it operates?
So it's hard to underestimate the importance of social networks in the way that people at Facebook think. So I would say that I was unique in my research and the people that I interacted with when I was at Yahoo Research. But here, everyone really thinks and operates on concepts of social networks. So just to give an example, the way that we fundamentally store data here and access it for all parts of the site are is as a graph. So most of Facebook's data is represented as nodes and edges in a very large graph of people and objects and conversation. So that it's sort of part of everyone's everyday life. And some of the social network concepts that you deal with in courses like Lada's come up, in everyday work. So, this idea that the degree distribution has a very high variance, and there are some people with lots and lots of connections, and most people have some connections. You can't really build a service, or you can't really build a product at Facebook without taking this into to account, because some of your users are just going to have such an enormously different experience with their 5,000 friends, which we sometimes call whales here, than the average user, which has 150 or 200 friends.
Okay, yeah. Thanks.
Sure.
So I guess that's that, and stay tuned for more of these clips.
Yeah.
Thanks, Cameron.
Bye.